Hello, thanks for joining me for another review. Today we've got a beer from the DEYA Brewing Company out of Cheltenham. And this is their Into the Haze. Into the Haze. This is their new can design. I actually reviewed this beer last year, so it's an IPA then coming at 6.2% ABV. These guys are out of Cheltenham in Gloucestershire, down in the southwest of the UK. Got this one at the Little Swift in Margate. I had to think about it then. This beer was canned on the 2nd of June of 2020. I'm reviewing this on the 13th of June, so stupidly fresh. Best before the 2nd of December of this year. So the can art design is by Tom Hobson, and this is an IPA brewed with copious amounts of Citra and Simcoe. And I've reviewed this before. I reviewed it in March of 2019 in a purple can. But yeah, this is they've changed it all up a little bit. So this is the June 2020 version then. So a nice 500ml can as well. Beer in a glass. It's amazing that I'm starting to get some of these beers down my neck of the woods in my local craft beer bars. Beer in a glass then, looks absolutely fantastic. Hazy, of course. It's a 3/4 white, tightly packed bubbled head on that one. Looks absolutely cracking. Let's give it a swirl and a sniff. Yeah, it's just a beautiful aroma. Lovely citrusy notes. Kind of a slight dry, yeah, piffy orange in there again. Yeah, lemon wax almost. Passion fruit, apricots, obviously grapefruit juice, some paler stone fruits, but there is a nice kind of slight muskiness, if you like. Smells really nice. Let's give it a try. Cheers. Man, this is, oh wow. I mean, just look at that lacing. The mouthfeel is just off the chain. These guys are just seem to be, from everything I've had from them, so consistent, always world class. Don't think I've had a bad beer from them in a can or on draft. These guys are probably one of the top 2 or 3 breweries I'd say in the UK for this style of beer. For a New England IPA, these guys are it. I've been very fortunate enough to have tried a few Treehouse and Trillium over here in the UK and 1 or 2 other halves. These guys are on that level, no doubt about it. This is where they're at. The mouthfeel, they're nailing the mouthfeel as well. Whereas maybe 2 or 3 years ago they didn't quite have the mouthfeel of them beers. Now they're there, and at the price point as well. You know, it's almost to the point where you seek these out because it's like you're saving money if you're going to go and get the hype juice from America. I don't know, 12 to 15 pounds a can, 1 can like that. And you can pop up, get a beer like this or Steady Rolling Man or something for around about £5, give or take. Steady is probably a bit cheaper. I think the cheapest it's about, if you're there, I think it's £3.50, probably wrong, probably a bit more, but say £4 a can. You just, you know, it's just you could get free, almost 4 cans of that for 1 can of juice from America. So yeah, anyway, back to this beer. It's just amazing. It's so delicate. The mouthfeel is so kind of fluffy and light. It just glides, you know, in the mouth and down the palate. It's just absolutely an amazingly good beer. There's no hint of the ABV. It's got almost like a low to medium, medium body to the beer. Easy drinking, like as I've just said. That is it's just unreal. If you have a few of these, they build up, and you're gonna know. But if you did, it's like they're just so damn tasty that to the point it's not your fault. It's one of them things you have to explain to people that, sorry love, or or your other half, whatever it is, it's just cracking. They shouldn't make them this tasty. It's not fair, because it's worth taking a bit of an argument for almost. Back to the beer, it's just so light, lovely light tropical fruit notes as well, and just that creamy kind of silky mouthfeel that all just kind of blends in together, and it just makes it a whole different ball game of a drinking experience for me. It's just unreal, fantastic stuff. I mean, in terms of a rating then for me on this, I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. It's just so consistent. Every time I have a beer from them, or this beer, I've had a few times on draft, reviewed it last March in a can, just amazingly consistent, great beer. Over to Untapped then, this has almost had, well, it's 14,500 total check-ins, bar 100 or so. 549 total check-ins in the last 30. 9,796 total ratings, and this is coming out at 4.1 for almost 10,000 check-ins. So that kind of gives you an idea of the standard and level of quality of this beer and this brewery. Saying that is the DEYA Brewing Company, that worth seeking out. And you probably, if you've never had a DEYA beer before, and you've got a craft beer bar around you that, if they're doing home delivery of cans and stuff with what's going on, and they got this in, you've got to try it. It's just one of them beers. You've got to try the brewery. It doesn't matter what beer it is from the brewery. If you can get hold of any of these cans at the moment, while there seem to be quite a lot of places that have got them, do it. Take advantage of it. For sure, it's one of them deals. So that's Into the Haze then, from the DEYA Brewing Company. Awesome stuff. So it's a New England IPA, coming at 6.2% ABV. Just beautiful, soft, creamy, rounded beer. No sharp edges, banging stuff. Anyway, long review. Thanks for watching then, hope you're all keeping safe. Check out my playlist down below for the DEYA Brewing Company. I've got a few on there at the moment, starting to build up, so yeah. Anyway, cheers.